Now, a desire to avoid a contested referendum could have driven the postponement of signature collection for the BBI Constitutional referendum bill. A meeting between President Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto has been credited for the cancellation of a process that should have started today. In the midst of this, details are emerging of a meeting between the president and representatives of religious organizations who pleaded with the president to consider fostering dialogue and to also seek alternatives to unlocking the many contentious issues in the BBI proposals. Here's Sam Gituku with more.
The rare meeting between President Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto is said to have sought consensus building before going full throttle into the constitutional amendment campaign. Concerns high that a contested referendum could push the country into unwanted polarization at a time citizens grapple with a myriad of challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects. Since the unveiling of the second BBI report with its proposals for constitutional changes late October, different sectors have been clamoring to have their concerns incorporated in the final document before it's presented for a vote. But after several meetings of governors, county assemblies forum, members of parliament and other representatives, ODM leader and Kenyatta's handshake partner Raila Odinga has insisted the BBI document would not be reopened but only accommodate minimal clarifications. Though details of the Uhuru-Ruto meeting remain scanty, sources tell of three issues of concern for the deputy president. That the DP is concerned of the place of the Judiciary Ombudsman, meant to be President's appointee, sitting in the Judicial Service Commission, as such would jeopardize independence of the judiciary. That suggestion to replace the National Police Service Commission with the Kenya Police Council, chaired by the Interior Minister, would claw back on independence of the police service. That the proposal to have 4 commissioners of the IBC picked to represent political parties stood to threaten the credibility of elections.
How fair will be a league where the referee is appointed by teams? And not all the teams, some teams.
And as decision to postpone signature collection was being made, a group of religious leaders representing among others the Conference of Catholic Bishops, Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, NCCK and the Kenya Council of Church Alliances and Ministries had met the president on Tuesday at State House. With them, a joint memorandum of 8 issues. The religious leaders calling for consensus building before the process can begin. A document seen by Citizen TV details the viewpoint of the church. They include a proposal that instead of pushing the electoral reforms through the Constitution, they be midwifed by a joint parliamentary select committee, and should constitutional changes be required, they follow parliamentary initiative. The church further proposing a constitutional conference to facilitate consensus building on issues that would necessitate a national referendum. The church emphasizing on need to have an uncontested referendum, if at all. But the signatures collection postponement has been interpreted differently by the political class. BBI Joint Secretary Paul Mwangi tweeted saying, quote, "Ignore all narratives how BBI signature launch postponement was caused by search for consensus. Sounds politically exciting news, but simply not true." End of quote. Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, while welcoming the delay to allow time for consensus building, feels the whole process should be shelved altogether.
One of the most important consensus decision we must make is that what is the right time for us to do this. Whether it's even right to do campaigns, to go around the country and campaign for or against a referendum at this point in time. But 2, we need also to agree that which issues require amendment in the Constitution. And it's up to the President, because then he is the driver of this bus.
Sources also intimate the referendum bill is not yet ready, likely to be reviewed before a final document can be presented to kick off signature collection. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.